Product that I'm going to be talking about would be the C2 Delicate Cleanser. As you can see, this bottle and in the close-ups that I'll be showing you, basically this is a product which is catered to normal to dry and sensitive skin. I really like using this product because it's something that's really soothing to the skin, and also it does super well as a second step cleanser for me. I generally use oil cleansers to fully take off all my stubborn makeup, and then I go in with something really gentle just to remove the remaining residue, and this does the job, let me tell you. So in this, it has botanical extract which helps with anti-inflammation, and also it has antibacterial properties that, you know, just help to really calm down a lot of things that breaking out on your skin, and especially when you're stressed. A lot of hormones will kind of disrupt your skin recovery cycle or even cause your skin to break out, which is predominantly why a lot of women during their premenstrual cycle will get really broken out. But this cleanser really helps to just reset the whole process. I like the leather on this. It's not too much, it's not too foamy that aggravates my skin, and I just find the quantity to be 100 ml to be really good, and I generally use, like, you know, a couple of pumps, not too much, and I find that this lasts me really well. One thing to note is that for IDS Skincare, a lot of their packaging is really simple. It looks really similar to one another, which just makes it easy when you want a whole setup of a standard range of skincare. It makes it very clear. I find it to be really like medical grade for some reason, the way it looks, and you know, that just gives me comfort in terms of its packaging. But the content inside this cleanser is so good, and yeah, I really think it's amazing for people with sensitive skin as well. So the next product is the T2 Delicate Toner. As you can see here, pretty much looks exactly the same to the cleanser, but the difference is that this comes with a spray nozzle. You can see here, I'm not sure if you can see, but it basically spritz out like a very aggressive spritz, which I would say is not ideal. But for a toner, actually you either squeeze it into a cotton pad, or you know, you just squeeze it all around your face and you pat it into your skin. A toner ideally helps to declog pores, and for this one it has also botanical extracts. It has root extract as well as seed extracts, and all this just contribute to the same things the cleanser does, a lot of anti-inflammation kind of properties. It's worth noting that IDS Skincare doesn't only have these products I'm talking about. They have a whole suite of products dedicated to different kind of skin conditions, and this can also be purchased at a departmental store. I'll leave the information below. So it just has a very medium for being accessible to every consumer, and for people who maybe don't have the money to go to a dermatologist, you can pick it up off the counter just by knowing your skin type. And this toner falls in the dry to normal sensitive skin category, and for me it just really is great simply because it doesn't aggravate my skin. It isn't too potent a formula, it's just really gentle. I wish that, you know, perhaps it came with a more fine a mist, but that's pretty much it. I find that it does the job in terms of declogging my pores. It doesn't leave them feeling congested, and I love it. Right, so the next product is called PF Pore Formula, and as the name suggests, it's targeting congested pores and also just helping to refine the pore situation. And a lot of the times I find that this is something that I used in my major problematic areas, especially around my enlarged pores around my cheeks, my forehead and my nose. These are the areas where my pores are typically a lot bigger and they are prone to being a lot more congested than other areas in my face. A lot of the creams that I used in the past just feel a little bit too heavy and not very effective because they just sit on my skin really heavily, but this is really light, very easy to massage into the skin, and it just sinks in really well. This has red clover extract that is designed to rebalance the skin and also just reset the pores. It's a plant derivative, so it's just really healthy ingredients for your skin. Nothing that is too harmful and nothing that is too, you know, aggressive. And I find that this pore formula is just something you definitely need to pick up if you want a targeted product just to treat that kind of overclogging situation in the enlarged pore areas. So this is what I use to treat that. Alright, so moving on to something that is honestly quickly becoming a holy grail. This is IDS's C+ serum, and it's something that I am so friggin' in love with. A lot of vitamin C serums really are super concentrated, at least the ones I get. I've tried the Sorex Lightning C serum, I've tried the Wish Trend C serum, and it's just something that is super... concentration of, I feel, of vitamin C in it is really high and it stings my skin, and this doesn't. And I like the formulation of it because it also contains vitamin E. And this serum is a antioxidant which fights free radicals and also anti-aging. This also helps with my main concern, which is my dark spots, you know, a lot of the discoloration. So this helps to kind of refine that situation and also just reduce and lighten those acne areas that have been discolored by the sun. So this is something that I find to be not instant gratification. Not many skincare products do that, and actually I don't advocate that skincare products have an instant fix. This does deliver significant results in 2 weeks, and to me that's really quick. So if you use it regularly and you do your necessary kind of sunscreen protection, this is seriously one to get. And it has also just helped lighten a lot of the scars that I induced on myself, which unfortunately I feel like if I didn't pick my skin, this wouldn't be the case. But it is what it is, and I'm still trying to get over it and just trying to be a stronger person. But in the meantime, vitamin C is your best friend. Alright, so this mini spot treatment is called SC Spot Control, and as the name suggests, it is a targeted kind of treatment which they recommended to me. However, this didn't really sit well on my skin. It has salicylic acid, which I generally kind of react adversely to, but this doesn't kind of make me super inflamed. But you know, certain of my spots or certain areas of my face did get a little bit itchy. But you know, if salicylic acid works for you, I think this will work really well. On the website it says that SC Spot Control, this little tiny thing, works really well with the pore control, the earlier one that, you know, I really liked. So this is just a basic kind of a pump. You squeeze it out and you just put it on the areas where you have inflammation or you have cystic acne or even just regular white or blackheads, and help to reduce the inflammation and also just get rid of all the gunk in your pores. But yeah, this didn't really sit well for me. For those of you who are looking for a salicylic acid based kind of spot treatment, this is really one to consider. Alright, so in the evening, this would be my last step. This is called OM, Oil Free Moisturizer. It's also a light oil free formulation for super hydration, as the packaging suggests. And you know, I really love moisturizers. I find that, you know, once I got around the idea that, you know, it's a hassle, it's a little bit sticky, you know, I just hate putting on moisturizer. But once I own the true effectiveness of moisturizers and really how it has just, you know, prevent my skin from losing hydration, I've really just embraced it and somehow really love the feeling of applying moisturizer as my last step, because a lot of the time my skin feels really tight at the end of the day and also in the morning because of air condition, and generally not hydrating myself enough in terms of my water intake. Depending on the degree of hyaluronic acid contained inside the product, it either gives you deep hydration through the layers of your skin, or it gives you surface hydration and also just prevents additional water loss. I find for me this does both, and also it's a very comfortable light formulation that doesn't leave me feeling too greasy. It's something that I actually slather a lot of, so I do wish it came in a bigger bottle. And this is also one of their top sellers. It sits really well on my skin, it doesn't agitate it by any means, and overnight I find that it gives my skin a plump kind of a feel. My skin doesn't feel too tight, it feels actually quite... what am I doing? It just really feels like moisture has been restored to my skin despite losing water overnight. So this is really great, a light formulation as well, which I love, and it's not too indulgent. I don't like those heavy creams, kind of a moisturizer, and this sits extremely well under makeup. Alright, so in the day, last but not least, I use the S2 Non Tinted Sunscreen, which is also their bestseller, and for me, I do like this, but a lot of the time I really pick up any kind of sunscreen that I have. This suited me well, but it's not something I would say you have to buy. I have a lot of recommendations for sunscreens. If you guys want my next episode to be about sunscreens, let me know. But yeah, this is the non-tinted sunscreen, which a lot of people love. It's a very light formulation as well. I find that it does its job in terms of staying for a good about 4 to 3 hours before I start sweating it off. But the reapplication is really easy. I just pump a little into my hand, massage it, and just pat it on top of my face. It budge my makeup or whatsoever. But when I apply it as my last step of skincare before I apply makeup, I find that it sits on the skin really well. It's not too slippy, not too oily, that it causes my makeup to slip and slide. But when I'm not wearing any makeup, I just put this on, maybe put a little bit of concealer, and I'm good to go. Find that this doesn't make me break out, it doesn't aggravate my skin, nor does it clog my pores, and I really like it as well. Alright, so as I mentioned, the top 4 products from IDS that I will recommend that you pick up would be the T2 Delicate Toner, would be PF Pore Formula, the C+ Serum, as well as the OM Oil-Free Moisturizer. I feel like these are a revelation in my routine, something that I didn't exactly think I would need, because I have tried these categories before in terms of vitamin C. I have used moisturizers before. I didn't really use a pore formula kind of a treatment, but that was a real revelation. But a lot of these products just, I feel like, sit better on my skin for some reason, because it's naturally a little bit more sensitive and these aren't too aggravating. I'm generally alright if a product takes longer to work, as long as it starts showing results. But yeah, these are the products that after about 2 weeks it has shown a little bit of improvement, and I'm happy with that as long as I stick to a fixed regime. And time will just heal, and with most things, even skin anxiety, time will heal, and I really enjoy these 4 products, and I recommend that you guys get it. If you want to know more information, do check out the description box below. I'll leave all the information there. But yes, that comes to the end of my video, and I hope you guys really enjoyed it. For any of you who are struggling with your skin, or feel worthless, or feel like, I just feel for anyone who is facing skin anxiety alone, or even facing any form of depression or anxiety disorder alone. It's something that is really lonely, it's really isolating, and something that needs to be talked about a lot more, not something to be ashamed of. Whether or not it's a superficial reason, something that makes you look or seem weak, not empowered to tell your story. So this series, or me sharing my little story time about how I deal with my skin anxiety and kind of just self-harming my skin by damaging it constantly, is something that I want to let you guys know that it's reality. People do that, and you're not alone. And even if you feel like you are alone, just hope that you guys don't feel ashamed about what you're doing, so ashamed that you can't speak out about it. If you are facing these problems, please leave me a comment down below. I will definitely find different articles, different journals, any other story to refer you to, so that you know that you are not alone. And yes, thank you IDS for partnering with me with this story, and also hearing about my skin anxiety and hearing my proposal about this video and taking me on board as a collaborator. I just really enjoy it when skincare brands especially, you know, come forward to listen to consumers and also just really understand that everyone deals with skin, everyone deals with, you know, the condition of their skin, the healthiness of their skin in a different way, and it's not always a straight line, you know. It's not always like, if you're perfect, you're forever gonna be perfect. If you have bad skin, you're indefinitely gonna have bad skin. And that really just shows humanity at its finest, I feel. We're all different, we're all diverse, and it's nothing to be ashamed about. So yes, without rambling on and on and on, thank you for watching, you guys. If you enjoyed this video, do give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!